welcome back to Stationeers. Gonna take another shot at playing my Europa save that I was playing yesterday. And we're gonna see if I can actually get my base set up to be a little bit more automatic and less painful to live in. And hopefully... I've actually set my mods back up to how they actually were. Okay, so I think what I was doing last was just trying to make more power. So I think... Oh yeah, I've got the turbines right here. Probably need to make more cable. And yeah, as soon as I get more power, I need to fix my airlock. And then try and warm it down in here. Warm it down? Warm it up. That's relevant. Okay. Throw these down. That'll triple my power. Hopefully get this big battery charged up. Like while I actually have some wind, I'll smelt up some more stuff. Turn this around while I'm at it too. Somewhere in that direction, I believe. That'll be good enough at least. Catch some of the sun. Okay, see what I have and what I need to actually get my airlock better. Which I'm gonna need to make the pipe bender. I want to get another active vent. It's not in here either. Do I need anything? Not urgently. See if I've even got enough stuff to make the pipe bender. Probably need more iron at least. Yep. More iron, probably more gold, just in general.
Power critical.
And more power. That'll work. So I need to go out and mine some iron. And get that dealt with. And it's almost at the point I might as well just vent all this air out when I actually go to redo it, when I need to eat and drink again. But for now, I won't worry about it. Grab a bunch more iron. Just probably grab a good amount, because I'll need to make the furnace soon too. And that needs basically just iron. Close to 3 stacks. Smelt at least one of them up. Probably actually smelt both. At least two of them. So it did get a good amount of charge into it. And I'll need to figure out... Should probably start thinking about filling up my oxygen tanks soon. So I'll need to take at least somewhat warm air and put it in my tank. Which, yeah, for sure I'd need the pipe bender for the atmospherics, so... Wind to pick up again. I might as well actually just stay out here and smelt all this just so I can stay inside for a while and figure all this out. I probably don't need my light on now.
Power critical.
Especially when my power is critical. I'll swap these out now. So it's still charging. Albeit slowly. Oh, now it's dropping because of the wind. As much of this smelted up at least as possible. Yeah, I'll definitely need more. I think maybe we'll wait for the sun to come out. For this to charge a bit. Let me start thinking about where I'm going to put my furnace. Probably right about here, and then I can at least use some sort of off-gas to warm up my base if I need to. Probably just keep all of my off-gas in a tank. And then, when I actually go to sort all of my base out, I can start filtering it. I could probably just dump all of the warm oxygen I actually get out of my furnace into my base. Kind of sit here and wait for the sun to peek out. There it goes. Okay. We'll do that, and then I'll try and smelt up all my gold, too. Just swap these out and just keep charging. getting to a pretty good spot where I don't have to freak out about surviving. Just need to get my air sorted out, and then like a proper actual eating, drinking area. Take off my helmet area. Wonder if I can actually reach my head through and hit the on button for this thing. So if I can charge these batteries from in here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Actually take this one back out. Probably actually do that after I've smelted the gold.
Hydration critical.
So you'll need to get in there, probably pump out the oxygen, actually, while I'm sitting out here thinking about it. Probably need more oxide. Get at least probably 3 stacks, and then use 2 of them. Just keep one on me in case. That should be good enough. Let's charge it all the way up, so I might as well try and use up some of this free power. How much is that? That should be good. Probably actually just let it smelt the rest of it while I have good power right now. Let me swap some of these out too. Need to keep a little bit more charged. Okay. Yeah, definitely looking a lot better. I'm actually able to charge and smelt. As long as the wind is actually alright. Actually, let this charge up a little bit more too. Okay, then I'm gonna go back inside and see if I can make a bunch of parts. So we'll just do that and we'll get rid of all the air in here. And while I'm waiting on that, chuck a bunch in here. Do the pipe bender. Probably end up just putting that right here against the wall. And yeah, it'll be nice to actually be in a place to start making windows too, so I don't have to stick my head through a wall, see what's going on. That's getting close to done. Actually do that so I don't print another one by accident. Then we need a little bit more cable too.
Hunger caution.
It's getting really close. It's interesting that it's warming up. I don't know how that's a thing. Seems weird, actually. Well. It's getting close. Could probably just say screw it and do it, because this is so little pressure now that it doesn't really matter. Especially since my suit says it's vacuum now. Shut that off. Dump at least this in here. Open this up to warm it up in here. Well, that's doing that. Probably that's fine. I feel like I'm missing a single plastic sheet somewhere. Oh well. It's not like it matters, it's only 0.5 of one silicon, so... do this while I have it out. I'll need one more less than 1%. So I should be able to open my helmet fine. Actually dump another one of these in here too. Get the pressure up. And actually finish that. Get some more cable. That, and then I should be able to eat and drink so my character stops making breathing noises. If for some reason drinking water long enough makes you die, I wouldn't understand that. Okay, grab this stuff out. And then we'll make at least an active vent. So then that can stay put there. This one can probably just be here. I'll need a passive. Might actually make two just so I can do it proper for that outside vent to have a vent instead of a burst pipe. So then that is my inside one. Need a little bit more pipe. Might as well do out of this one. And then I'll just need to wire this up. Assuming, yeah, I just need one straight piece. Except now I don't have any copper in there. Do I have any? This will work. It'll be slower, but just need a couple. And this will make it so I don't lose air anymore. Is that it? Yeah, should work. Okay. Actually, I might need to flip that way. Yeah. Okay, and then we'll make an atmospherics so I can get some filtered oxygen into my tank. Steal the copper out of this one. While that's doing that, I can make some more pipe. Another passive. Then I'll need a utility. The actual canister thing. And then just have a reasonable place to put this. So we'll need the filtration. I might here, so I can still access both sides. Me not having insulated pipes is going to make this difficult. Because if I put pipe there, it's still going to be touching the outside air, which will slowly cool down my base, which I really prefer not to have happen. So I think maybe I'll just suck it up and have the wires come around from the backside. So I don't have that built, and then I can actually just have the vent straight in. And then actually I do want to use the same vent for this, so I'll do it probably just right there. I can still walk over that. And then I want to connect the unfiltered to the same port here. This is just give it access to the room from both sides. And then I could probably actually just put this just right here. Do that, and that'll just do that when I make an actual filter or oxygen. Then to actually finish the building. Need more cable. I think all of my copper is in here now. Finally just make a bunch of this since I'm almost done with this anyway. Then I won't have to keep making it. Just keep printing it until it gets down to 60. There we go. Finish that up. And actually wire it, I think. Yeah, that's the power. And I could just do this. Which way is going to be less? Probably over here. Okay. And that should be that set up. Is this... Yeah, that's where I make the actual heater. So for now I'll use just a wall heater. But eventually I'll just have my heating be my off gas from my furnace. This I can even just plug straight into here too. Just keep this being my life support corner. And that'll be super power draining, but that'll at least warm it up. Yeah, it's just gonna drain through power. But right now... Okay, yeah, it's filtering properly, so I can start filling this up.
Air tank critical.
And it'll cool down the oxygen that's already in there, down to 10, but should still be breathable since I'm breathing the air in here anyway. sure I don't get this that close to 10k. I think that's about where it explodes. That should be good enough. Then I'll grab that on my way out if I need to get out. So then... don't need to worry about food for a while. Probably water is my next thing I need to worry about. That and smelting up steel, so yeah, I definitely want to make a furnace too. Get that set up. Let's see. Yeah, I should have enough power still. Yeah, it's going back up. Maybe I'll run that too while it's going up. Just kind of keep an eye on it. Warm it up little by little. So that'll do that. Ideally, I would want a tank. Might even just do like portable tank. So I think I'd want this one anyway. Because I don't want my off-gas getting too cold. So it'll start to freeze. So I am going to want an insulated version. Which, I don't really need a tank. Oh, that's tier 2. 2. Well, that's going to be a while before I do that. Does the other insulated tank need steel? Well, yeah, it definitely needs steel, but it's only a tier 1 thing, so that should be fine. Yeah, I'll just do that, and then if I ever need to move my gases later to a new base, I can just do it later. So that, and then I'll want some sort of pump. To get the stuff out of the furnace. Then I think I'll just keep all of that gas inside the furnace, smelt the steel, come back in to make the insulated versions of stuff. Probably go get a bunch of stuff to mine too, just so I can smelt up a bunch more quick. And then I'll set up the heating stuff on the other side of this wall. And then a way to just take some of that heat to put it into here. So I should only need... I'll need iron sheets too, to actually build the furnace. So I guess I'll take that out. I think I need at least 4. Then I think that's all I need. I'll go back out and set up the furnace. Then after I've set up that stuff, probably work on getting this a lot more automated. The airlock. And yeah, I can just set this up without any frames for now. And set up the tank on the actual frames. I'm gonna want probably like this. Probably right there. That should be good. Okay. The output's on the weird side, but that's whatever. I might actually put this like here-ish. Assuming I can also get pipes. I'd have to put pipes underneath. So at worst, probably put it right there on that corner. We do it right there, eventually. So then I still have access to it within reach of me doing it if I need to pump pressure out. Okay. Then I just need to get a bunch of stuff so I can smelt. Dump the stuff in here for now. Then go grab some basic stuff. And the stuff for steel. So I think... oh yeah, I'll probably just make like one batch of like 200 ingot for now. And then smelt up as much of this stuff as possible with the extra gas. Should be enough gold for a while. We'll see about getting, for sure, more silicon, because I'll need silicon for the insulated stuff. Need a good amount for windows later, because I would love to have a view outside instead of being in a steel box. Probably get up to like 2 stacks of silicon too. It's just gonna keep going down, jeez. that they added the, like, color to the ground so that you can still tell when there's more ore. Such a good change. Actually, I might as well just sit here and mine all of this down here. Oh, actually, that might have been the last of it. Yeah, it seems like that's the last of it. Get out. Yeah, it should be good for a while for that stuff, too. You have to remember there's nickel that's nearby, but I don't really want to pick it up right now. That's more silicon, but I don't really need more. I need to grab some iron. And a whole bunch of it. For my first batch of steel, I usually like to do the 3 stacks of iron, 1 stack of coal. And that'll make me, I think that's 200 ingot. That's usually enough to at least get a good base down and start doing some more advanced stuff. So I'll just get like probably the rest of my inventory full of this. So that 3 is enough for coal, or steel and coal. I'll have some extra just to keep as iron. We'll need to find some coal and more copper next. And power, apparently. Actually, I might go back to base now and deal with power. So just swap this out and let my big battery charge again. If it's going to. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. I'll go grab some coal. The battery's still alright. There's some. Grab it as close to just a single stack of this as possible. It's gonna go over, that's gonna bug me. Oh, come on, give me an even number. Oh, come on. Even. Number. Ugh, you pain in the ass. Okay, maybe I'll just get 2 stacks of this and be prepared to make 2 batches of steel. Doesn't mean having more than enough is never a problem. Especially if I actually want to start setting up a proper base today. Just give me 2. You are a giant butt, game. There's an even number, that's fine. Even number's better to work with. Okay. So then I'm gonna need to come back out, grab coal. Not coal, copper. So I'll definitely want a good amount of copper going into building more stuff. How far is this gonna roll? Actually, I might just keep it in here. That'll work. And then, yeah, all this stuff I'll smelt up too. Hopefully a storm doesn't show up and blow all this away, but... then I'll go back out and grab some copper. Which hopefully there's a good amount somewhere over here.
Power critical.
No power. I was not paying attention. Hopefully my bigger battery's charged up a good amount now. And just re-swap that out. Good enough. Actually head off this direction, see if I can find some. It almost looks like that right there is copper. I can't quite tell. Actually looks more like lead. I think that's lead.
Hunger
Yeah.
caution.
That's copper. Just get this whole vein of it, and then head back and try and smelt up all of this. Definitely wouldn't mind trying to get up to the point where I get the heavier drill too, to make this way faster. Heavier drill with bigger mining backpack. That'd be really nice to have. It's extra little chunks. Yeah, almost 3 stacks of copper, that should do it. Well, I'm thinking about it too, and the sun should be fully out now. Swap my solar around. Good. And I'll swap this out, charge that up. Okay. Let's think about it. I could just go get a little bit more iron and do 2 stacks of steel. But... really don't need that much. So we'll do... that'll be the steel, and then we'll just smelt up all of the raw stuff. Let's grab these out. Usually for... I don't know how accurate this is anymore, because this has been like versions of me doing this. I'll usually do like 7 volatiles, and then 3 oxite. And that's usually... it's been about right for making at least 2 batches of steel without losing as much heat. So you can still do it. It's very possible you might even just need less to accomplish this, but at least getting that first batch is nice. And then I'm just gonna start chucking this in.
Power low.
And as soon as it's done smelting, it'll just pop the ingot out. And then I'll have a whole bunch of stuff to mess around with. And then hopefully I can just toss each of these stacks of ingots in my machines, and then not have to swap them around so much. Probably just be just the steel. Which actually I might make a stacker just so I can split that up too, and not have to worry about it. Okay, so that's good. And chuck a bunch of this in the airlock. Grab all this and go back inside. Yeah, I'll need to make the insulated pipe. And then a bunch of cables so I can actually pipe that. Actually, it looks like there's a big gap in the wall. That's kind of wild. Ooh, that was dangerous. Okay. I'll just chuck a bunch of this kind of evenly around. I don't think I need that much silicone for that kind of stuff, but I'll need it for the pipes, I'll need it for plastic and glass in here. Then some copper for there, some iron. Probably throw more iron in there. That I'm gonna try and split. Then copper for there. Probably even more, just so I can make a bunch of cable too. Start that up. And see, stacker. Then I'll try and make an insulated tank, which I'll need the steel for. Oh crap. I'll end up using the other one eventually, but come on. There we go. Probably completely forget about it and then accidentally make another one later, but oh well. There's alternate build states and stuff like that for these, but whatever. So I think we'll do stacks of like 80, 80, 40 would probably be good. It's not usually something I think about, and I usually just have to spend a bunch of time switching the steel ingots between each machine, but this will significantly cut down my annoyance time. Okay. So we'll make the tank. And then a bunch of pipe. Honestly, probably even more cable. Then maybe some radiators. And some valves and stuff too. So I can start using the heat from the off gas to warm this place up. Without having to use just a massive amount of power. Okay, there's the tank. Then we'll need insulated pipe. Try and think. Might move that around just so I can use less insulated pipe. That or I just use... Yeah, might as well just print the whole thing. Guess I can take my helmet off and eat and drink while I'm waiting too. It's gonna just become more and more violent. Might as well just print the whole thing. And then I can at least do this in a way that I want to instead of it being just tight space and annoying. And I'll do some radiator. Except I won't, because I'll need more steel, but I've got more steel. Actually, I might just take it out of here for now. I'm not planning on making more frames and stuff yet. I'd rather get this done first. So that. Then I'll need 2 valves. Those are, yeah, the condensation and expansions. Then I'll need a regular valve too. Actually be the on and off switch for this. Should be all I need. Okay. No, wait, I want to actually turn it off. I'm not wasting power. Okay.
Power low.
Speaking of. Okay. Then let's just set this up proper too while I'm thinking about it. Because ideally I'd want this part of it, and probably that pipe, to be insulated too, so I'm not leaking heat. But right now, it's gone. I do this there. Maybe I say screw it. And then I'll just do this here. And then this I can actually hook up. This wall. And do my heating segment there. And then it's this. So then all I need to do is power that. Actually use my mods because I forget this is the thing. Using the Zoop mod is always nice. Okay, then that'll make that powered. I can start getting the gas out of there. And then while that's pumping out, I can think about how I want to do this. So I probably do... Maybe I do... That is the on-off switch for it. Maybe I can just have this go this way. And you'll have the radiator there, just off that pipe. So it'll be like that inside. And then I can do... Because when I flip that back off, and we'll start cooling all of the gas in here, or heating it to where my room is, which will liquefy other stuff. So I'll need to shove any liquid I need liquid pipes too, that would be helpful. Crap, I forgot about that part. So I do that, and then I do this, I believe. Condensation. That's for removal of liquid from a gas pipe. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So it'll take any liquid out of there, push it into a liquid pipe, and then any liquid in there should pass through this to turn back into gas. Is ideally the plan. And that should be what prevents my pipes from bursting from liquid getting in here. So I'll just need to get a liquid pipe. And I can turn that into just a normal corner. And then, yeah, this is over 400 degrees, so it's very easy for me to just leak or grab some heat from that. Go back in here and grab some liquid pipe. Just a couple sections of insulated. Because I think I want to use a utility too. As kind of a bit of a liquid buffer. Just to make sure there's not too much liquid in there that it overpressurizes. I'll make 2 of these and just do that medium one. It is interesting that they've added the 1x3 tanks now, but I think that'll be overkill for this. That, and then, yeah, I have access right there for the heat. That's getting pretty close to done. Yeah, we'll just put TPs here. And then this here. And with that poking through the wall a bit, I can actually probably look at that and make sure that it's fine when I'm in there. Then, yeah, that should be good. Probably just sit here and wait for this to empty the full amount. And then go back inside and see if this works. Actually charge my battery a bit too while I'm out here. I need to start thinking about how I want to build my base. Probably end up just doing one big room, because I'm not going to want to use this sunlight to grow crops. I'll probably just do grow lights. So any sort of windows are going to be purely like cosmetic as opposed to functional with the sunlight. Maybe not cosmetic, I guess. Sunlight itself is functional, but I won't be using it to grow crops. I hate how slow these pumps are. Probably doesn't matter much anymore, because I doubt these pipes are going to stress for me that little anyway. So, it's fine. Okay.
Power low.
Then we'll go back inside and test this out. Okay, so it's 10. Just under 10. So we turn that on. Then we'll start heating up. You know, I might just put just a little pipe there so I can actually look at it. And yeah, it's 30 degrees in here now. Which is a little over what I wanted to do, but so then, yeah, this will start cooling back down, which will eventually reach freezing point for some of these things. Pollutant probably first. I can maybe stand on this. Not quite, but yeah. Which, I mean, right now it's not freezing, but maybe that's because that's catching any. I forget what pollutant's freeze level is. Well, actually, let me... Starts to turn into liquid. I guess I don't need that. I need this number. I wonder if it gets down to negatives. I used to have this problem all the time where I just turn that valve and everything would start freezing in there. But maybe it's fine now. But either way, I've got a backup system just in case it goes wrong. And that's always better than not having one. Okay, so now... getting a proper station battery would be nice. I'll do that. And then I also don't have to worry about the passive coal drain of that battery. So I don't think... It's very possible these actually still drain if they're in cold. I don't know if it actually says that. I'm not too sure, but it probably doesn't even say that it drains with like normal batteries. Probably not. It's very possible the big battery actually does drain the cold. I guess it probably wouldn't be a terrible idea to keep it inside. No, the drain's probably not going to be that bad. I don't know. Just do the one. I might actually just take all the steel out of here. Use it to make frames. Nope, that was unintentional. And just let that do frames for a while. Then probably wouldn't be a terrible idea to start making heavy cable. So then I can actually catch some of that power when the storm hits. As of right now, it's really not going to be that much. I might actually even take the solar panel down so that it doesn't get damaged when the storm hits too. Then I'll go out there and start thinking about laying out my base. At least the foundation's down. I'll go with like 20 of this and that should be fine.
Power low.
See, I'll just hook the outputs still into these smaller cables because I won't need heavy cables for that side. Might need to move my furnace, but should have plenty of space out there to do this. Let's do 2 more. That should be enough for now. And I think I'll just wait for this to be done with this. Then I'll go outside, wire up the new battery, and then start planning out my bigger base. actually, I'm glad I'm thinking about this now. Stop one frame short so I can make some sheets to actually finish the battery. So I'll need to weld that up with 2 sheets. So we'll do that, and then we'll grab some of these. Might as well just do all of these sheets too. Actually, we'll just do that. And then eat and drink real quick too. Which apparently I need another bottle. My air tank's fine, my waste tank's fine. Okay, should be good enough. Okay. So we'll grab that out. Move this cable out of the way. Inch this back a bit. Won't need this for now. Actually pick this up and move it fully. And then we'll need this. That can be for the airlock stuff if I really need to. And we'll put this down.
Power critical.
Probably like that, actually. Finish that up, turn it on so I can start getting power. And then reconnect that up. It's doing alright. Yeah, it's still at 34 and it's not any liquid, so it seems fine. Hopefully it won't blow up on me anytime soon. What's that? See if I can get... Actually, I'll take this part. Ideally, I don't need it anymore. Nope. Probably will grab that. We'll need it at some point, but not... Don't need it so little that I can throw it around like a frisbee. So we'll just pick up all of this now. Place it with heavy so that I'm super prepared for when the storm hits. And I'll just get a ton of energy all at once. Make sure I've picked up every random little thing around too, because it should be any day that the storm happens. Chuck that stuff behind if I can. That's fine. Give me a little storage corner. Okay. Get that up. So yeah, now it's day 7. I think that's around when the storm's gonna hit, but I'm not entirely sure exactly when. But now I've got all that stuff inside, I can just kind of screw around until it does happen. Start planning out my base. I do want it in a section that I'm not going to have to dig out too much. Maybe I go up the hill a little bit. Let me start here. I do probably want a little room set aside as just greenhouse territory. Maybe I can just have like a life support specific little room. And then yeah, just put like my water generation, my food, and like my oxygen tank filler in here.
Power low.
And then we'll have like a production room with all my machines. And then a little bit on the side for storage. And then you can do like airlock there. So then I'll have a wall here, an opening, and then wall around all this. And then this can be like the little hallway. With a wall here, probably. I won't want this gap just empty. I'll actually use it. And then yeah, that should work for now. I'll probably just want to actually just go get more stuff to make another batch of steel. I can make a bunch more walls. And I'll need a bunch of sheets too. Actually, maybe I'll just make just like 2 more stacks of steel. I'll get up to 2 stacks of coal and then 6 stacks of iron and just smelt all that up. You're gonna be a butthole again, aren't you? There we go, that works. Okay, and then more iron. Just fill my bag full of iron. swap out with one of these. Thinking about it. What do I need for the suit storage? Is that the one that I need silver for? Yeah, I do. So I need to pick up a little bit of silver, because I would like to have one of those. See if I can spot any on the way back. Not really. Need to go back out and get more iron anyway. Just recharge my battery again. That one's almost full. Well, that works. So that's one stack. That's almost another. I'll just need a little bit more. And then I'll go out and look for more copper. Actually, I'm gonna go this direction. Not copper. Silver. I really would like that suit storage. And then I don't have to worry about emptying my waste tank, and I can set up an auto tank pressurizer too. And just do all of that stuff all at once. That would be good enough. Oh, I should probably grab silver, like I was just saying. Hopefully I can find some before the sun goes down. I don't remember if I ever saw any during my initial start. I remember seeing a whole bunch of stuff before I found copper when I first started yesterday. Is that silver? Yeah, that's silver. I only need the 5, so I'll just grab the 1 chunk, I guess. I certainly don't need to make electrum or anything weird yet. So that's probably a next step. See, I guess since the storm didn't happen today, now I have no idea when it's going to show up. So that'll be interesting. Hopefully it doesn't start right when I'm doing some smelting or something outside. Okay. So that's off right now. So I'll load this back up. I just try it with like 6 and 3. Crap. Let's see if that's enough. I'll just throw in a crap ton of stuff. So that, I might actually just do it individually. I can keep track of it. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then that. And then I'll need 12 more to combine it with this little bit of 4 I had. And then that'll be another stack it a little. And then I'll smelt up this silver. And then I might as well smelt this iron too. Go. And we'll just let that dump for a while. Okay, what do I actually use as the pipe vendor for that suit storage? Just iron and copper. Might be able to make it, which is what I've got. And a little bit more iron. Okay. And we'll toss that in there. Keep that around for any other steel uses I need. Probably make a couple more of these. I mean, this is much more of a convenience thing, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'll probably just go down to 200 with these. Actually, I think I might use that other stacker. If I can grab it. Do this in kind of a smart way, which I know is not usually my way of doing things, but is that gonna work? Yeah, I can still have access to it. And then I'll make a single chute. Did that just immediately go in there? That's cool. Whatever. There we go. So then I'll connect that up, actually. And then we'll say... I'm gonna have this go up to just a huge amount. And then we'll dump all of this out. do... So let's say I have... sections of 50. So we'll put the 50 in there. Actually turn it off so it doesn't drop that again. We'll all need more power. Shouldn't carry that with me. I'll put it in there and actually keep it in there. We'll do... I think I'm gonna want... I think these... yeah, these make the windows. So I might even cut one of these down to like 20. Do those with windows. So I won't need too many of them. And then I think I want... I'm gonna try and at least make this look kinda decent too. I want geometry walls. I'll just have this 50 just do steel sheets. And then I think I'll do like 30 of those geometry walls. And that 20 will be the glass walls. So I think the geometry walls just need the steel, yeah, the steel sheet. And then I can actually start setting this stuff up. So that'll just automatically go into the stacker and start stacking them up, so I don't have to sit here and manually do it. I'll stick all this back in here. So I'll need to make doors too. And let's see. It's just gonna keep cutting out power. So I think... now that I'm in a good spot, I think this might be a good stopping point for now. Need to get up and take a break. So this is as good as any spot. So I think, yeah, I'll save it here. Stop for now. And then come back next time and just start setting up my new base so I can actually have room to do stuff in and it's not so cramped. So, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all later.